Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of the AbtiPodcast. It's your boy, New Money H, Abti H, or Hamza, whatever you want to call me. But thank you again, because the last two episodes that we had was an absolute banger. And on this one now, I've got a very, very special guest for you lot. But before I tell you lot, Birdie once again isn't going to be here. Please keep him on your du'as. Inshallah, he's going to be out for a little bit. So it's going to be me. You lot are going to have to put up with me, regardless of what it is. It's up to you. Wow. But on that note, I'd love to say we have, I don't know how to, you know me when I intro specific the opposite sex, yeah, I love to really give them ma'an, give them nice. So we have the Bukharada, yeah, the king.
Keep it coming.
Hey, we've got the amazing, very special, and one of our kind from our own community. We have HoneyLove.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, thank you very much, Markare, HoneyLove, for coming on to the AbtiPodcast.
Of course, I had to support.
Appreciate it, wallahi, man. HoneyLove, I personally, me and maybe other viewers, we might not know you. So, can you give us a quick little intro, something that we can obviously know what you're about, what you're doing, and who you are?
Okay, hi guys. For all you guys that don't know me, my name is HoneyLove. So, I don't know where to start, because for all you guys that know me as can be controversial at times. You know, some of you guys have been with me for the past, God knows, 9 years. But for all you guys that don't know, I'll tell you a bit about my background, especially those ones of you that started following me from mid-side. So my name is HoneyLove. Originally, I come from an events background. But while doing events management, I've navigated and I've done so many careers. I've been a radio presenter for the BFM, events manager. I had my own CIC, children's community, performing arts. And then I navigated through that to real estate. And now I currently work in Dubai in off-plan investments. So basically growing people's wealth in Dubai. So I'm back and forth from here in Dubai. And I do real estate here in the UK as well. As well as obviously coaching some of you guys to start your businesses. So yeah.
Amazing, wallah. MashaAllah, bro. We've got a Somali queen entrepreneur.
Oh, and I forgot. Hey. I have a clothing line, a bridal Somali clothing line. So I was actually one of the first people to start the whole Somali bridal lines. Yeah.
MashaAllah.
And put that whole concept together, the video shoots, the models, the bridals. I'll wear that on my head. Tap on the back.
Come on, MashaAllah. You know what? That's a big business as well. I'm trying to get into that. So at the moment, I've got like a Somali food restaurant that we have. That we
nice.
Do catering. So we do Hoya's Hut. Make sure you don't go there. But it's difficult. It's like I've learned, yeah, you got to know the wedding planner. Once you get hooked up to the wedding planner,
I got you.
I'm telling you, you're in the game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning this now. Before, I thought it was more like you're doing it's your wedding. Like, yo, my brother, I got food for you, like in that mannerism. Now it's really just get into the.
So are you trying to get into weddings? Yeah.
Yeah, weddings. So I'm trying to cut off the Makhayed thing. It's not that it's nothing bad.
You're talking to the plug of Somali social media.
Bro, I'm
not even gassing, because everyone that watches it, they can vouch for me. Do you get what I mean? And they can put it in the comments. Any company I promote blows up.
MashaAllah.
Like seriously, because everybody views as what I say credible.
Absolutely.
So hit me up.
No, do you know what? Honestly, I might have just cut the podcast. Guys, you don't even deserve this though. No, but another one that you were saying, you're gonna laugh. So I have now got my own theatre company. So
funny enough, shall I make you laugh?
Why?
My college, I did National Diploma in Performing Arts, and it was in theatre studies.
MashaAllah.
And one of my classmates was Nonzo, who is in The Zoo on Netflix, and he's in a couple of other shows as well. And he's in that Tooth, you know, on Netflix, the little boy that turns into like an animal. Yeah, It's a big Netflix show. It's like number 10. He's one of the main characters as well. So I did theatre studies.
MashaAllah, man.
Yeah,
man. I'm now trying to get into my acting bag.
Get that money.
So I've got a show next week, inshallah, 2 shows.
Nice.
So that's going to be nice. And then I'm going to do a Dagan Ali story. So my own Dagan Ali story that's happened to me. So I'm going to showcase that and hopefully see how that goes. So I'm definitely going to have a chat with you about that as well.
No,
I
definitely.
think for sure there's a lot of...
I have friends in production.
Come on, see? I told you, we haven't even started the podcast. I'm already linking up everything, scooping.
Listen, what is it? I've worked, because I used to work in the industry. My black book is very good.
And you know what, yeah?
And I'm one of those people that I'm happy to share, because I honestly believe don't ever gatekeep. Ilahi opens doors for you when you share knowledge and your black books. Like, honestly, because every time I help somebody, albab kalai furma.
Yep.
So that's why I'm very open with.
How do you feel about like
person.
how do you feel about like your network, like in terms of like network and how important it is to be able to get all these connections?
Anyone that knows me, I've been preaching this for the past 10 years. Your network is your network. It's who you know,
100%.
not what you know. That's why I say, when you're around people, speak to everybody. Don't be humble.
Yep.
Don't treat anybody because they're dressed a certain way, because you don't know that person that's just adi ulbisen has got the key to help you.
Yep.
Or they might have. So that anybody that sits next to me, whether it's on the train, anywhere, I'll make it my, I'll speak to you. Hi, you're right. So what's up? And just genuinely speak to them. And it's crazy the amount of people I met just by just speaking.
It's amazing.
So yeah, I'm amazing at networking. That's why I'm so good at real estate.
Yeah, that makes sense, isn't it? Do you feel like because you're good at networking, that gives you the possibility to say sales? You're good at sales because you're communicating. It comes natural, isn't it?
Yeah, it comes natural
because you're already conversating and you're not really selling. You're just you understand.
Yeah, you're building a relationship, because with sales, you can't push. It's just building a relationship, nurturing that relationship, and it's not even about that person. Because now, if I want to sell a property to somebody, I'm not just looking at that person to buy from me. I want that person and his network to buy from me.
Yep.
So I more like harvest a relationship. So I do, it's called farming.
Yep.
So I build that relationship, farm, continuously talk to them, send them, information, whatever, and let it just build naturally. And then when the time is right, then I'll,
So where would you say you became this character? Like, at what point in your life do you deem that, HoneyLove, I see, I'm good at speaking with people. I'm good at collecting this information and then implementing this information. Like, at what age do you say, you know what, this is me?
Do you know what? I think it was always in me, because my dad was a businessman. And I very much grew up, seeing my dad go to China, do this, do that. So being an entrepreneur, I think it was naturally just in the blood, because I see it with my little daughter as well. I think it's something that can be learned, but if it's in the blood, it's in the blood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Had my daughter, what was she doing? She came from school and she was like, Mum, she's only 10, by the way. She acts. If you ever need actresses, she's actually a professional actress. So she was like, last week, she literally made rubber bands. These loom bands. And because we live in, obviously, I won't say the area, a predominantly upper class area, she was like, you know what, I'm going to go to the park and make some money. I'm going to sell these loom bands. So Friday and Saturday, she went to the park with her team. She made her friends do all her. So I can already see her leadership style. Told them, do this, do that. She goes, can you follow us to the park? I want to sell my rubber bands. Sure. She literally went there. 2 days, she made £60.
Come on. How old is she?
She's 10 years old.
Wallahi, mashallah.
So today, straight from school, she goes, Hoya, we're going to the park. Baya show their curtain with all this stuff. And literally, I was like, so what's your target today? She goes, well, on the Saturday, so on the Friday we made 20 something. On the Saturday we made this. So today, I'm just going to up a bit. I'm going to make 30 today and then another 30 tomorrow. And then maybe, and then she goes to me, I've noticed something, Mum. I said, what did you notice? She goes, you know what? Not everyone carries cash. Can you put them credit cards on my phone so they can tap? I was like, girl, okay. I said, I'm going to start nurturing. Yeah, people, I said, don't worry, I'm going to sort you. So I think it's something that was naturally in me.
It's good, Wallah. That's so amazing to have, Wallah. I want a kid, Wallah. I want a kid so badly now. Imagine having that entrepreneurial, and then you see your kid now doing the same thing.
And this is why I advise a lot of girls. Like, when a lot of girls are at home not doing nothing, I'm like, education starts at home. If your kids see you doing something, they're going to want to replicate that. Yeah. So please, like, when you're sitting at home, be very aware of, what you're teaching your kids. Because you're going to teach them it's normal to just sit at home, not do nothing. So when you tell your child, oh, you need to go to uni, these kids are different from when we were raised. They're going to say, but hold up, mum, what were you doing? You ain't done nothing. Why are you telling me what to do? Do you know what I mean? These kids are being raised in a different generation. Not our generation where we're like, let's listen to Abba and Hoyo. I don't know, babes. Social media.
Why do you think till today we're still scared of Ahoy and Abba? Why can't the kids that are raised now have that same similar respect for their parents? Because for us, like me, I remember, but it doesn't matter what I'm doing. My mom will never know nothing. My mom sees me, I'm a sheikh. I'm a sheikh. You can't tell my mom nothing. You get me?
No, but I think like I can only speak for my kids. Do you know what I mean? My kids very much have the same respect, but they also have that whole thing of freedom of speech. Because maybe they're learning that at school or whatever, where if they see something and then they see you doing the opposite, they'll pull you up. But Hoyo, you didn't do it. I'm like, oh my God, this is freedom of speech we have here. Do you know what I mean? But then I tend to let them, how do I explain it? I'm very much pro freedom of speech because I want my kids to express themselves. That's how I raise them anyway. So I'll sit down with them, I'll explain to them, I'll tell them me. That's why I do everything that I do now, so that these kids can't tell me nothing. Like even when it came to uni, I went to uni at a later age, not when I was supposed to go. Do you know what I mean? Only because I didn't want my kids to say, oh, but why am I going uni? You didn't go uni. Yeah. Excuse me, Sahib, I went to uni and I had you while I was at uni and I didn't stop. I still finished my degree after 9 days after I still had an exam. After 9 days I had you. I was in uni 9 days after. Like, you can't tell me nothing.
That's mad. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, we grew up at a time where we would have to do the phone calls for our mum, do the forms for our mum, do the internet for our mum.
I know
but
then.
Now we're in a generation where the mums know what gone.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Your mum knows how to TikTok. She's got this, she's got that. Like, I'm saying, like, the new generation of young kids that I know about now, they might be 18, 15, 16, wherever they are, but they're completely different, the culture-wise. Even like with Somali Nimo, very, very different. Like, yesterday I went
that depends on the household, though.
Do you think so?
Yeah, that's on the household.
And do you think that the households nowadays are breaking up? Like, because like me, my mum, I have 16 sisters, but from my mum's side I have 3 sisters. And whatever my sisters would do or whatever I do was the same. So let's say now, welcome, I had a day. Equality throughout. I go tuition, my sister's going tuition. Everyone, like, it's not like, oh, Hamza should go to school and he should learn thing. Either you're going to be a housewife, sit at home. My mum didn't raise us like that. She raised us more like, yo, brothers, all of you need to get shit done.
Yeah.
Dad's not in the building. You lot all need to get X, Y, Z done. So, like, my sister made sure that she got her grades much earlier. Like, we went to best tutors where it was like a tuition thing. We went early. So, for me, it's like, if my mum can do that, and I know that the other households were doing that, because all the Somali women talk. Like, and they all bicker about each other's household. They all, like, everyone, like, I know the reason why I say that is because my house, my dad wasn't there. It would be like a hot spot for the women. They'll come. Well, it's not a joke. Like, come to my sitting room. For the kudir, all 4 of them. Hey, and then me, I'll come in. So I'm like, assalamu alaikum, and then, like, for me, I was always for foreign. So like
but then you see now, that was our mums. That was their generation. Now, if you talk about the mothers now, they're not having them conversations.
Yeah.
Their conversations probably even about the house. Like, oh, did you see the bag she has? Like, it's like,
that's so mad though.
It's crazy, like how,
Do you think that's changed though because of society that we live in? Because a lot of these women now, they might have been raised in the United Kingdom, but they weren't born here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So even though you wasn't born here, you was born back at home. You had a bit of time at home. Yeah, so you didn't purposely lose the culture.
No, I honestly believe,
it's the worst.
They see the girls that were here from when they were like 5 years old or were born here, which is the girls like me. We're very much a bit more cultured.
Yeah.
I find that the girls that have come later, I mean, like the girls that come later, they're the ones that they try and to be more westernized than the ones that actually can claim.
But do you think that's because they want to prove themselves? or that
They
the
just wanna
society
fit
hasn't
in.
accepted them. I think
tell
society
you
has
what it
accepted
is.
them. They just don't. They don't. Like they don't take it
They
in.
don't feel it.
They don't feel it, so they're thinking like, I'm expecting more from this.
No, you know what? I think, okay, let me just say, maybe it depends on your parents. You see, now I am how I am because my parents were very liberal when I was raised. So I wasn't raised in your typical Somali household. What I mean by that is both of my parents, they're still married, alhamdulillah. But my parents, obviously, my mom was educated, my dad was a businessman. So they had that whole thing of, okay, if you are going to be your own person, you need to go and see the world. So I was traveling by myself from 16 years old with no Somalis, like with my youth groups. I'll go travel through Europe. When I was 18, I'll go with my youth group to Jamaica. And my parents were fine with that because my mom's concept was, I trust my parenting. I'm going to give you laba advice on. Ninna hatras grenin.
Absolutely.
And labada the lugod hosto the ilali. That's it. That's all I'm going to give you. And honestly, that's the only two advices you need, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Well, not trust a man, but yeah, that's another topic for another day. But yeah, and I've turned out fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mashallah, man.
So I think like the girls that are excited are the ones that had strict parents, and then they got married for freedom. And then straight away, because obviously they weren't taught what marriage is about, got divorced, and now she's got her freedom, finally, in her own house.
Yeah.
And then...
Do you think that I'm starting to notice a thing? I don't know if it's caught. Look, don't judge me or anything. This is my own opinion. I think people nowadays are just getting married to leave the house.
No, but I've always thought this in the sense that...
Like, especially Kabdo, because what they do is they get married, quickly get divorced, and then they got their own yard.
Do you know what?
It's a trick I'm seeing what's going on. Like, I'm seeing something. It's a bit
Do you know what?
I wouldn't think to that extent, but I would say they get married for the freedom.
For the
Because
freedom.
I feel like their life starts as soon as they get married.
Well, yeah.
Only my husband can tell me something now.
Yeah, but then the husband, and you know what? I'm doing a disclaimer, yeah, because I know some of my friends that are on here were like, oh, you're on the app. Honey, kirbash in a madas, yeah. I was like, listen, if they're talking sense, I'm going to talk sense. And obviously, everyone knows where I stand in this. And I always say, and I continuously repeat this on social media, learn, and I tell them, I've learned from my experience. I got married, my first marriage was at 19, right? So I always tell them,
Somali guy?
yeah, Somali guy. That's another conversation.
Another conversation. You got ask, you know?
All I'm saying is,
Hello, second husband wasn't Somali, so
Okay, that's not bad, but you gave the Somali guy a chance.
First,
It's fair deal.
I did.
It's like, you lot failed. You failed me. Ma'asalama now. I can go do what I need to do, which I accept.
And the funny thing is, and I always say, like, I can never say anything bad about Somali guys, because even that relationship, I always say it was more of, we grew out of love. It's not like he did anything wrong to me. And that's why I'm so against 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds getting married. Because first of all, it's Magaranisin. You don't know each other. You're going to grow into a different person. What you are at 19, you're not going to be, I guarantee you, at 23, 24, 25, 26. So take your time.
And
you're
taking a lot of responsibility
and
quite
it's
early.
our hormones. It's our hormones. Like, are you kidding me? That's what I say, Nayara.
Absolutely.
And just take your time. Concentrate on your education, your hustle, your work.
Concentrate on you.
On you. Exactly. Know you.
Yeah, exactly. The way I look at it with things, and alhamdulillah, that's why a lot of people are like, why are you not married for? Why are you not married for? It's not that. I worked until 20 to 30 knowing that, right now, I don't have nothing to offer
for you.
So how can I provide for a woman? I haven't even provided for my family.
Yeah.
Go go finish Jama, go learn the world.
And it also helps with meaning you've traveled, you've worked on yourself, whatever, then you can maintain a husband. But hello, you get married without experiencing life, and then you want freedom when you're supposed to have a new responsibility, which is the role of a wife, the role of a mother. It's hard. You can't do all of it. So get it out of your system and then get married.
Absolutely,
because then your marriage, inshallah, will last.
Like this is just an experience thing as well. Yeah, I'm not saying that this is that. Like I remember when I was 16 and 18 and 19, I did everything, all bashal, out of the way. Yeah. Now 19 to 25 is education. Shako is rafad. I'm doing the rat race. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
definitely.
going to the university. I'm doing, and me, I didn't really find. I find it very weird. Yeah. And this is a personal attribute that I find it weird. I find it weird people trying to socialize in places like education and work.
You
Like,
can't.
man, I ain't got time for that. I come here to do a job. Do you know what I'm
In
trying
and
to say? In and out. Like, I was at Kingston University, alhamdulillah, yeah. Penwood Road was full of Somalians, and then Kingston Hill was just full of Da'adans. I love Da'adans. We go there, we listen to the book, we write the questions, we do the coursework.
Everyone's
out.
gone. Yeah, no chilling.
Somalis are downstairs, subway. It's like we're hiding from the house. We don't want to go home. Nobody wants to go home. They're talking about, no. The last bus is at 11 o'clock. Yeah, the last bus. Are you not all right in the head? I live in North London, Abti. I'm out of here. So I feel like a lot of people, they like, when I got to 25 now, and it's go time now. Now I got the education, a little bit of experience. Now it's time to get that
Money.
Like now you understand that it doesn't matter if you have the education, it doesn't matter if you have the experience. What talks is the money. And at 25 now, they're doing what I was doing at 18.
Yes, mad.
Shocking. I'm saying, what if you're in Chirten, you used to tell me what you're doing, and now all of a sudden now you're doing the same thing 6-7 years after, when the price is high. Like the shisha, bro, when I was young, shisha was £5, £2 man, 250. Now you're gonna pay £20, £30 to sit down in shisha and just sit down. Like, to me, it was weird. Does that make sense? Like, this is the time that you're meant to go. And I think, I'm not saying that a lot of people that have got married are young, that haven't. So I know some people that have got married young, and mashallah,
And they lost, mashallah, yeah.
they're doing things. I'm just saying, if you haven't got that attribute and you're willing to do that extra journey, then it's killing.
Yeah.
Waha
Take your time.
hado, because you don't want to be one of them people. Because what's gonna happen, and I'm not saying this is normal. Like I'm not normalizing. I'm just letting people know what I've seen. I've seen a lot of people. They get married now. After they get married now, they're worse than what they would have been if they didn't get married. It shocks me, because it's like they feel like we've done everything that we could. It didn't work for us. Now
Yeah.
we are outside. Yo, you're like, what? Like, you're meant to be like, you know what? I've experienced the marriage. This guy might have not been for me. Let me look for a partner that is for me, because I know
Learn from
marriage
those
is
mistakes.
exactly. But now it's like, no, I'm khalas. Nobody wants me. I'm spares and repairs. Like, I'm thinking, what?
No, work on yourself. Like, I remember after my first marriage, I was actually married for like 10 years before I actually decided to leave that relationship, because I felt like it wasn't, I got married too young. Alhamdulillah, I got my kids, blessings from there. But then I was like, you know what? I can't be the mother that I need to be while I'm with him. Because he's not motivating me. Like, things that if I waited, I probably would have figured out. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't know myself. I didn't know, I wanted to have this career. I wanted to go to uni, and he wasn't going to be that sort of partner that's going to motivate me to get to this next level that I wanted to go to. So it's one of those things where I was like, you know what?
Is that crucial though? Having a partner that motivates you.
Of course it is.
Absolutely. No.
Both ways.
If the vision's not aligned,
I'm telling you. So a man, if you're a woman that wants to go places in life, whether it's career, education, you need a man that motivates you. Vice versa, if a man is with the wrong woman who doesn't believe in his dreams, his goals, where he's going, if their goals are not aligned, their 5-year plan, 10-year plan, then it's a downfall for him as well. So it goes both ways. Do you know what I mean?
I find that difficult, man.
It's really important.
That's where I find the issue is like, you either get too good, where they're just very nice, miskeen, and they just want to be at home and do that, and you're thinking, oh, but I want someone that can motivate me. I want a best friend. I want to call someone and say, listen, I want to do a business partner. I've got this contract that I want to do.
But what it is people don't understand energy. Like, I'm in a relationship now, yeah, and my current husband, we've been married for like coming up to 14 years now. So, and I say energy is transferable. The day I'm lazy, I can he gets lazy. So that's why it's so important that it has to be two partners that are go-getters, because when you're with somebody, you're living with them, that's your spouse. If you're somebody that's lazy, low energy, you're not motivated, he feeds onto that energy without you not knowing. And it does affect him, and it affects you as well. So that's why it's really important who you marry.
So do you find as an entrepreneur, Somali woman and a female, that your partner is a blessing to you that helps you motivate?
Alhamdulillah. Listen, I
Inshallah.
wouldn't have gone to uni. Like, also, and it's vice versa. They have to support you. Like, I wouldn't have done uni if it wasn't for my current husband. Like, he supported me. I got pregnant in my second term of when I just started. And at that point as well, he just finished his degree. And then he was like, you know what, babes, you're not going to quit. Furthermore, I'm scared of your dad, because one of our, the contract he signed when my dad basically said, you know, you can marry my daughter. He said, you know what, you want my blessing? My daughter needs to get her degree. So firstly, he was like, okay, listen, I promise your dad you're going to get your degree. So you're not quitting. So I'm going to support you. Finish your degree. Once, you know, you've had the baby, I'll be happy to look after my child full time while you get your degree. And then,
it's a good man.
Yeah, so then that's where our journey
he's
started. Yeah, he's a Chinese.
Hoy, let me put my Ajanabi. Come on, man.
So
I think, the reason, for me, I'm not saying that I didn't like Somali girls, or I wasn't. I just didn't know Somali girls because, like, as a man and Somali guy, you wouldn't really want to talk to Kabda because why? You get me? You don't want to cross like that. But with Al-Janemis, I found, because they don't have maybe no deen or they don't have something else, they care about you so much more in terms of like motivation, and like they benefit you in ways that you might not see. But I'm not saying that Somali girls don't have.
I was just about to say.
I'm just saying.
I'm still Somali. I might be married to a Chinese, but don't go there, yeah?
But what I'm saying
I
is
can't lie to you. That's a crazy connection. I can't.
I am just thinking about
Because
Somali
they ain't got
girls
no
ain't
deen.
motivating.
Because they ain't got no deen, they motivate you more. What are you
Well,
on
this
about?
is-
No, but the reason why I say that is that because we're too, like, now, for instance, a lot of things that happen to me is like, oh, I really want. So I'm focused on the campaign, or I'm focused on a specific work that I'm doing. Whether it goes right or wrong, I believe in Allah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's written.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that. It's a bit weird to them. Like, they think, what? Like, what do you mean? I said, bro, if it's never happened, God never wrote it for me.
Yeah.
All right, they say
Yeah,
no, but it's like tie your camel, which I understand. Tie your camel, we get that. But at the end of the day, these guys believe like they have to do it. If they don't do it, then they haven't accomplished it. Like, they don't have that thing like, oh, they'll get upset.
Who's these? The Somali girls?
No, non-Somali. Because he asked me, he's saying to me, it's a funny correlation of you saying Ajanamis are good because Deen told that they don't have a Deen that they can motivate you.
Oh, you're saying because they don't think it's predetermined.
Exactly.
They're
keep
like,
chasing
nah,
it.
you have to do this.
Yeah,
They've got that
exactly.
hustle
They've got that-
mentality.
you know that they give you
go.
that thing extra. Like, I give you a great example. Like, sometimes when I'm in meetings and whatnot, bro, like, I'll stop them to go pray my salah. But I can dream, like, some people are like, oh, let's just finish
Let's
this.
just
And then
finish this,
I'm
yeah.
saying, no, this specific prayer, Maghrib specifically, I gotta pray.
Pray.
Man. So to them, they might not understand it. Does that make sense? But to us, we have it embedded. Well, I have it specifically embedded in me. Like, it's impossible.
Whatever
like,
it's written, it's written.
you know, and sometimes, well, I believe as well, it might not happen now, then 2 days later,
It will
does
happen,
happen.
yeah.
And then guess what? It's even better because it's giving me a little bit more extra time to do X, Y, Z.
XYZ, yeah.
To me, I look at that. But coming back to your point of, because I'm really interested, the reason why I say this is, you're a woman that's working constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Mashallah, you've got kids as well. So I'm assuming your husband works hard as well. Same level.
Same, yeah.
How do you cope in that sort of environment? What is it? Nannies? Hoya's helping out with the kids?
So, and I always tell the girls, like, when they watch me, because I know a lot of girls watch me and they're influenced by me, I tell them, I am not you. I have a whole village raising my kids. So I'm from a very close-knit family.
Mashallah.
Where my cousins are there, my brothers are very much involved, you know, my sisters, so everyone's like 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away. So literally, because I was the oldest and I was always that sister that had everybody, now it's my turn. The whole family's there to support me. So now, like, I'm in Dubai by myself, got my own flat, you know, living my best life. The kids, hubby's got the kids full time while he's working, but he's also got the support of my brothers there doing what they need to do. Like, and honestly, like, even since I've come back, it's like I look at my brothers and like, oh my God, alhamdulillah, I've been blessed. Even though I know my brothers were always amazing, the best Abtis ever, I'm like, I'm seeing a different side to them. Like last night where my daughters now, they don't even ask me for nothing. So one of them left, she couldn't find her swimming costume yesterday. So I was like, allow it, you could miss swimming. She messaged her Abti. And this was like 10 o'clock last night. She messaged her Abti and she goes, Abti, can you buy me a swimming costume?
Man.
I woke up this morning and her swimming costume was hanged on the door, a brand new one. And then the other one would phone her, Abti, I want smoothies. Hoya's not making me smoothies. Okay, don't worry, Abti. She phoned him yesterday. Saka, he came with fruits. He'll make like.
Mashallah.
So, you know, like, and I find it hard because you see, coming back to the reputation Somali men get. Like, I know a lot of the Somali men get really bad, thing like Somali men are this, Somali. And I'm like, the only girls that talk like that is girls that have grew up within toxic Somali men. Yeah. Like with me, people always say, oh, you hate Somali guys because I'm married to a Achanebi. Just because. And they've never heard me say anything bad about a Somali guy. I'm always like, babes, I'm not you guys. Like, I've come from an amazing dad, amazing brothers. All the Somali men that I've come around, my Abtis, everyone's always been very much amazing. So I haven't seen the men that you see. So I can never talk negatively about Somali guys. So just because I chose to marry a non-Somali doesn't mean I hate my own. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So it's my family. Going back to your question, that
so do you that helps a lot. That's mashallah, man. I was thinking a little bit about it. So now when you're alone in Dubai by yourself, you said at the beginning that you do real estate.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many viewers that we might have or people that do real estate. Like, what would you advise for someone that's wanting to look into real estate at the moment, but they don't know yet? Because there's a lot of work. A lot, like what I've realized is, I don't know about you, but what I realized, a lot of people now in the UK want to get out. Everybody wants to, even Qatar, Saudi, any sort of little job that can get you out of here. Everyone's ready to go. So what would be the best next steps for someone that does want to get into real estate in there? What would you advise them?
So first, I would advise to get to a really good brokerage. And as a beginner, so in real estate, anybody can do real estate, but it's the more experience you have, the more knowledge you have, the easier you can maneuver around, move into another country. So what I did was I got into real estate because I just woke up and I believed in myself. I remember I was watching Selling Sunset during COVID. Yeah. I was like, hello, like events, another pandemic can happen and events is shut down. Yep. So I said, you know what, let me do a career change. I was watching Selling Sunset. I was like, you know what, I can do what these heifers are doing. Watch me. And
Somalia Oppenheimer.
Listen, straight away, I was like, I could do this. And then I phoned a friend of mine called Wes. You should actually get him on the podcast. Really good. He does real estate here.
Mashallah.
And he works in like Holland Park. Like really, he sells Simon Cowell's and them lots houses.
Wow.
I'll hook you up. So I said to Wes, I'm thinking of, going into real estate. What do you think? He goes, go for it, honey. They would love you. I was like, all right then. I said, give me pointers. He goes, oh, go for this company, this company. Well, I got my laptop because with me, I'm very much of, I've got the gift of the gab. Yep. I know I've got transferable skills. Yep. Let me change my CV around and whatever happens, innit? If anybody, the most I'm going to get is a no. What is a no going to do for me?
Nothing.
What the
hell?
We'll go again, innit? Got my laptop and straight away I got an interview for Dexter's, Foxton's, Kinley and Folcard. And then I phoned him and I said, Wes, I got interviews for this one and this one and this one. Which one shall I go for? Because he's already done what I'm doing. So he was like, you know what, go for Kinley and Folcard out of the rest. And because that's still an independent, but it's a big enough independent. I literally applied, did my first interview on Zoom, and I literally got the job straight away. I started as a trainee, and then they put me in Hammersmith to begin with. Straight away, within 6 months, they knew that, oh, this girl belongs with the rich people. So let's move her. Like, she can speak to the, landlords that have money and all of that. So they moved me to Hampstead Heath and Belsize Park within 6 months. So I was there for another year and a half. With me, I don't get comfortable. Like, I know what I'm worth. So straight away, within a year and a half, I said, hold up. Hello. And I remember the director there. I said, how long have you been here? He goes, like 15 years. I said, 15 years. I said, bun that. I'm not sitting in no real estate. And then I know that real estate is changing very fast because of tech. So because obviously I'm aware, the changes, everything. I said, you know what? Let me go on my LinkedIn. So I went on my LinkedIn, and this is literally with just under 2 years experience. I went on LinkedIn, and then there was a startup tech company, ProTech, that was on LinkedIn, and they were looking for a senior negotiator with 3 years experience. At this point, I only have 2 years, and I'm not even a senior. I said, you know what have I got to lose?
Wallahi, you're a G.
Straight away, I said, what have I got to lose?
You're a G.
Put in the application. I remember doing my interview on my lunch break at the next job, and they were like, you know what, honey, we like you. It doesn't matter you don't have the experience. Feel free to, and this job as well was remote. So it was 2 days in the office,
Beautiful.
3 days at home, tech. So that was another experience within real estate, working in WeWorks. So it was a completely, went from a little office to having your coffee.
But it's nice though.
It was nice,
It's
coming in your
lovely.
tracksuits, your jumpers, you know, it was a completely different.
Do you feel like startups really bring you closer to work and teach you so much?
Oh,
and you
I've
learn
learned
a
so
lot?
much because I was navigating in a lot of different industries where till now I work with them.
Mashallah.
Do you know? And I still have my shares because obviously I was
They
like the
started off,
first
so you've
10.
done ESOP.
Yeah, so I was one of the first 11 employees that they had,
gave.
and I still work with them anyway. So he was like, well, when can you start? I said, well, it depends. Do you guys want a reference? Because with me, I'll talk. Because at most they can say no. I said, well, if you want a reference, I have to give notice for 2 weeks. If you don't want a reference, I can start on Monday. Because at the end of the day, I've collected all my commission. There's only one commission that's waiting, and I don't mind forfeiting because the salary at this one, at the tech company, was higher anyway. So they were like, okay, start on Monday.
Okay,
And then I left. And then I was doing that for 2 years and a half. They built this software company where software CRM, where you can transact in real estate internationally everywhere. So a side of that was a side where freelance estate agents can come onto the system, work for themselves as a freelancer and close deals using the system. So the system has the properties and they get commission.
That's sick.
So then after I worked there for 2 years, I said, you know what, guys?
I'm gonna be.
I
one of
said,
them.
how about? I said, I'll be more benefit of you guys if I do the other side, as well as I said, you guys are lacking viewing agents. How about? And I remember speaking to the CEO and said, listen, Hebel, I've got a proposition for you. He goes, what, honey? I said, look, there's a way of you getting what you want and me getting what I want. It's going to benefit both of us, but I'm going to make money, but you can't take a cut of my money. He goes, what is it, honey? I said, you know what? I'm going to start training viewing agents to come on the platform, but teach them how to do the viewings, how to get the leads, do a proper, I'll teach them how to close, basically. And he goes,
basically take them throughout the whole journey.
Yeah, journey. And then I will put them onto the platform. Yep. So now you have viewing agents that are trained, because the issues we're having is we're getting a lot of agents that come onto the platform, but they're not trained and they're not closing deals. Yep. He goes, do whatever you're doing. So then I said, okay, fine. So then I started training viewing agents, charging £1,000 per training, and then putting them to the system. And he was like, honey, do what you're doing. As long as you don't do it on my time, go for it. And then after that, I went freelance for them. And then while I'm freelancing for them as well, I'm seeing how the system works on the other side as an agent. So all the mistakes that they need to develop, because it's still a system that's very much being trained and improved and etc. Exactly.
It's not there yet, but it's there.
It's not there yet, but it's there. So yeah. And then after that, while I was freelancing, I got headhunted on LinkedIn to come to
LinkedIn, man.
Dubai. I love LinkedIn.
I love LinkedIn. Hey, you're right, Hamza. How you doing? How's it going?
Yeah.
That is the best.
So yeah, that's how I got into real estate. It was literally, that's how it happened. I saw selling sunset and I believed in myself. I can do what they're doing. And
So you said you got headhunted to Dubai. So what are you doing in Dubai currently?
So Dubai, what I'm doing is I'm working on off-plan investments. So what off-plan investments is, so you can get on the property market 30% lower than the value of the property when it's ready. And then especially as Muslims, it benefits us because there's no mortgage involved. You put 20% of the property value down and then you pay in installments, 5% every 6 months.
Yeah.
And usually what happens is, depending on what your investment is, so it depends. If the investor comes to me and says, honey, I've got 10 million, what do you advise me on? So I would advise him on, okay, let's diversify your portfolio. So I will tell him, okay, I think you should get this, and literally advise him on what his portfolio should be. If he's an end user, meaning he wants to move in, then obviously that's a different advice for him.
If it's more investment, you're like, listen, okay, cool, invest in a couple of these, couple years time,
exactly,
you get money back.
Or if it's a family, then obviously it's a different criteria for them.
Do you know it's crazy you said that because is it Blackheath, the investment company I think in America? Yeah, they come to this. BlackRock. They come to this country and they own more than 330,000, I think, houses. Yeah, they don't own the houses. What they do is they just buy the development, pay it before it's been developed,
and then resell it.
So not even resell it. They re-rent it out to normal people, and they're getting within 10 years' time they're gonna get triple the money.
So especially with off plan, what's good about it is, say at 50%. So a lot of people come invest so that they can flip.
Yeah.
So what it is they'll pay the installments up to 50%. Your property is already gone in value a week after you've put your initial deposit down. So after they paid up to 50%, they can actually resell it.
Yeah.
And take their profit, take their money out and on to the next. Yep. Or hold on to it, whether they want to move in or put it in rentals or Airbnb.
Is it saturated over there though in Dubai?
Do you know what? It is not, because there's so many people coming in. Like, honestly, like if I show you my WhatsApp, there's developments dropping every day, new flats, and they're gone before you know it. Especially with certain brands like Imar, Damak, the bigger brands. You'll put your deposit down and it's like a lottery who they give those flats to. Because there's people that are sitting there with their money there, ready to just purchase because they just want to flip and sit on it or put it in rentals.
But that's the thing though, I think especially with apartments, I feel like
Dubai has just become a place of just houses and cars.
No, literally. I feel like in terms of apartments are getting slightly saturated. I think more so in terms of villas.
Yeah, villas. No, villas is a good investment because you've got a lot of families, etc. And there's not a lot of villas compared to apartments. Literally. But with the good thing with apartments is there's so many people are trying to locate there, right? And then it takes, depending on if they work for a company, the Emirates visa takes a while to process. So all those people have to be in Airbnbs because they can't rent long term. So this is why a lot of people that invest in Airbnb make so much money. When I first moved in, I spent 2 months in Airbnb. While I was waiting for my work to process my visa. So that's a lot of people make that money from that come from Africa that can't rent long term. So they have to continuously rent Airbnbs because you don't need an ID.
But then a lot of people, like, you see like the villas and stuff now, ain't that a bit further away from the city?
No, there's villas. No. Dubai is not as far as you think it is. We're Skudadoyihin.
Okay.
It's just the traffic.
It's the traffic. It's crazy.
Is traffic crazy now?
Oh my God. Like when I go to work, I remember I live in Jumeirah, JVC, and then I work in Marina.
That's sometimes a 10-minute drive.
10-minute drive. But with traffic, it can turn into like 45 minutes.
Is that near the Palm thing?
No, it's kind of near the Palm,
yeah. So a 10-minute drive on a no traffic can turn into like 45 minutes.
I heard in Dubai now what they've got is like, you know, the tickets when you get a parking ticket.
Everything comes online.
Like, it comes to you like that.
Bro, you get a text on your phone.
You get a text. I remember the first day I went there and I saw the thing here and I was like, but how and I looked around at cameras, I'm thinking, there's no parking wardens. How, if I don't pay for the ticket, where are they finding literally I looked. I could not see no cameras.
No, the parking wardens come drive around in cars. That's how they do it.
I was thinking, what happened until I saw.
They go around on cars and they'll snap your license plate, see if you've got, what do you call it, thingy, if you paid for parking. If you haven't paid for parking, they send you a ticket on the spot.
Me, bro, one time I'm driving, I'll never forget, I think Sheikh
Zayed
Road, wallahi. But you need to understand, these times I'm quite young, 25, I'm driving a big boy car. I'm just brother, but you know their cameras, it's not from the back, it's from the front.
Okay.
It's a little
I'm thinking, what? Film. I'm thinking, these are just taking pictures of me, like, pow, every 2 times the car's going there. I'm taking pictures like this, because it's flashing at you.
So you're...
I'm thinking, this is like a Dubai thing that they're trying. Wallahi, akhi, the rental guy is so, I love a kun and something. I said, no way.
Bro, it's like 600 dirham every time as well.
Bro, I couldn't believe it. I'm saying all them cameras I took the pictures of like that.
You
Like, nah.
You think it's bad? It was bad back then, bro. They got cameras for your seatbelt and your phone now.
yeah, everything.
If you got your phone out or if you ain't got your seatbelt on, they're sending you big boy fines, 800 dirham.
Yeah.
Yeah, wicked there, man.
£200, bro. £200 fine.
And they still broke the bike.
Nah, what do you mean?
Because they owed a lot of debt, though. They were in a lot of debt.
No.
I don't know
think
about
they're
all of
GBD.
that, bro.
No. They got
100%,
money
I
for
can't lie to you,
days.
they got cash.
They got cash.
In terms of real estate, though, the real estate, becoming a real estate agent there is a little bit rife. I don't know if you know about the culture, but the people that work in there, there's a lot of people that work commission only when they work for big brands.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I work commission only.
How is that?
Do you know what it is? Okay, so I started with the first company that headhunted me, was there for about 4 weeks straight away. That was commission only. And then I got headhunted a second time from an Arab company that was paying salary and commission. I moved to them. And then, I didn't align with them. But honestly, see, with real estate, if you believe in yourself, and especially with me, what it is because I've already done the groundwork in having a social media following. So presence. I have a lot of people. I had a lot of leads that come through me naturally.
Yeah.
So hence why I could take that risk of doing commission only. And also I was comfortable because obviously I've got my other businesses.
Yeah.
But the people that are there just on commission only and that is their only income, they're dying. Like they're living in, those partition houses, like they
Student flats.
Flats, they're sharing sofas.
Everything.
But when I tell you, like there was this guy called Ainsley that a friend of mine introduced me to the second day I came, and she was like, she phoned him and he was actually one of the directors at Groupon.
Okay.
Originally, and then he moved to Dubai and he's been there for about 14 years now, so he's doing really well in terms of real estate. So a friend of mine said, honey, come, maybe he can be your mentor, let me introduce you. This is why I love people and connections.
This is good. This is why I necklace for that.
Yeah, so she's like, so then she phoned him and you see this man's busy. He goes, oh, a friend of yours, do you know what, I'll take you guys out for breakfast tomorrow. Literally, the next day, went out for breakfast and he was like, what company are you going to go to? I said, oh, I'm going to Espas Real Estate. He goes, oh, that's one of the good ones. And then he was telling me his story. He goes, honey, I flew up. When I came to Dubai, my friend gave me my first £50 to come. Like his pocket money. He goes, I had my ticket, £50, and I had my friend's sofa that I need to sleep in. He goes, look at me now. 15 years. Do you know how he shows around his properties to his clients? In helicopters.
As in he flies around in
Yeah.
helicopters.
Impossible.
He lives in the Palm. He lives in the Palm. On that same day, he was like, and this is when I said, you know what, you're going to be my mentor. So he was like, so when she was booking he goes, yeah, I'm going China with my daughter on Wednesday. So I can meet you guys on Monday. I'll take you guys for breakfast because my daughter is, she loves sushi. So I'm taking her to Japan because she loves sushi. So I'm thinking his daughter's like 16, 17. So when I met him on the Monday, he's taking his 6-year-old to Japan. So she can eat sushi.
That's my dream.
He would have been my mentor from
In
then.
Japan.
My dream, wallah.
In Japan. I said, yeah. I said, Ainsley, can I have your number, please? Wankakate. So I was like, you know what? I like with me, I know when to call people.
Yeah.
When I get my experience. And he was actually looking for somebody to join his firm the other day. I said, you know what? Not yet. Not yet.
100%.
I know when. Yeah.
I know
when.
because right now you're not in Dib. So
yeah,
there's gonna
because
be a
with
time.
me now, I've only been in Dubai 3 years. I still got a lot to learn in terms of, even though I can get the clients and that, I still need to know knowledge of the developers, the areas, so once I get that knowledge, I can, pull those cards and my network.
I think real estate is for women, man.
Uh-huh.
Do you think so?
Yeah, man.
No, do you know what?
Not
Men
saying
make
that-
more
not
money,
saying Men
because-
do, but they got to graft more than the way you graft.
No, but then guess what? As women, we get a lot of time wasters.
Fairs.
Yeah,
They-
because
they just want to chat to you.
They want to
just
chat to you. They'll
Wallahi,
take you
that
out for
was- you're
dinner.
right.
Let's meet, whatever. But you also have to know how. So when a client says to you, you know what? Oh, I can meet you tonight at 8:00. Meet whatever. Do you know? Oh, is it okay? Me and my colleague are gonna come. So that's how you know if he's a time waster or not.
Yeah.
I take one of my male colleagues with me.
Okay.
Let's go. We're going out for free dinner.
Fairs.
Do you know what I mean?
Fairs. You got to play the game.
Yeah, you have to play the game.
Some of these guys, I've noticed that some of these guys, they might just think, oh my gosh, mashallah, she's a good woman. So
yeah,
if I come
yeah. I want to buy something, whatever, splashing. Yeah,
she's gonna think that, yo, let me have a chat with you. And I that's why I don't think for men, because I done real estate when I was like 24. I tried to get it as a like a side job, just for get involved. It was difficult, man. Find it hard, man. Renting houses, especially. I wasn't even in the selling.
So you were renting,
bro. Allahu Akbar.
I loved renting. I did renting.
No, but at that time in 2015, 2014, we just came back from the recession. That just happened, and people weren't really buying into
But the thing
houses.
is, even renting, I always tell people, if you're good at your job, you will make that money. Because I remember when I was in Killian Folkard, the guy that used to make the most money in rentals, he was based in Islington. Do you know how much this guy was banking with his basic? 135k a year.
He's killing it.
From lettings. Little black brother.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, bro.
Huh?
But now,
and guess what? He lived on the outskirts of London as well. That's one thing I advise you guys. Some of you guys are too gassed to stay in London. Go on the outskirts, save rent money, and hustle and save your money and invest and put in stocks.
I did, man. I got my own house somewhere. I said, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
There's
no need to be in London.
I'm in the house and doing nothing. I said going back to my mum's house, bro.
Yeah, straight up.
Easy transport, Tottenham, Seven Sisters, Victoria Line. I'm at my house or with my family. It makes more sense to me.
Funny enough, I was having a conversation. You said you were in your mum's house.
Yeah.
I was sitting with my friends the other day, and one of my friends was like, she was speaking to a friend of ours. Yeah, bearing in mind he's a doctor. Okay. Yeah. But he's staying at his mum's house. He lives with his mum because obviously he's doing his doctorate, whatever. And then she goes, you see, men who stay at their mum's house should never even date.
Why?
And he's a whole doctor.
But then let me ask you a question.
And I was laughing. And she said, honey, do you think? I was like, no, I don't know where she's going with this.
Okay.
But what did you say? You know, there's girls like, I like that.
Yeah, they're all crazy because. But then let me ask you this question now. That guy that does live by himself now has to pay for all of this, his house and his expenses in the house. Then they want to live a better life as well. They want
it's not going to work.
They want headyard. They want this. They want that. They want this. But then, darling, like, I have to pay for all my priorities. And I have to think of the future. And then I have to also save for the future. Because really and truly, if you're already thinking that it's a bad thing me living with my mum right now, why should I live by myself? What am I benefiting living by myself?
They want that excitement.
Excitement of what? I live by myself. What the hell is going to do live by myself? Because really and truly, all that happens to live by myself, your friends just come and utilize you. It becomes a base. It's a base. Oh, Hamza, we're coming to your house and we're doing FIFA. I'm with Abti, I'm with Ali,
It becomes a chill spot.
But you're thinking, I just want to chill. Do you get where I'm coming from? So for me, I find it difficult, man.
I think there's nothing wrong with if a guy's at his mum's house and he's saving, pursuing a career, etc. So that obviously when you are ready to get married, at least you can offer a house. It's not her looking for the house, so it's not the mum paying the rent. Until I do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie to you, honestly. While I'm at my house, I still have to pay for my mum's rent. Does that make sense? So then,
I don't know how could he lie and you're a mummy boy.
There you go, for nothing. And I look at it and I quite love it. I come home to you get me? I come home to Malala helping me. I come home to conversations.
Yeah.
You come home, your year's there and someone else is there. You're having a like you have
no,
some sort
Hamza's mum and grandma are hilarious.
Oh, it sounds like my parents. My mum and her sisters.
If I'm gonna show you after, obviously. So mum's Somali, but my mom's Somaliland.
Oh, bro, I'm mixed. I'm half too. I'm a mixed race, man.
That's what I say.
Me, my dad's Somali, my mom's Somaliland.
Okay,
so I'm the other side. Yeah, my mom's Somaliland.
But I know what it is. Yeah, my mom and dad, they split up. Yeah. So because they split up now, I've been to Somalia, so I wanted to have an Alice. So then I always stick it on my mom. I think
they're still together. So my dad's family, Ninkin, like hustle.
With me, so my mum now. So when it was this other day, Somalian Independence Day, I've called her. I'm calling all my Somaliland family. Like,
can we even talk about this? I see the chunks the other day.
Yeah, well, even I didn't get that as well. Do you agree with that? I think that's the most
I thought it was the most silliest thing
I ever seen in my life. Like, how can you be upset with someone telling you?
Do you know what I say? People who have those arguments are low IQ people.
Yeah, 100%. And you know the fobs are taking over.
Yeah, like, that's what it is.
I feel like they're giving it a bit of buzz. Like
I'm telling you, any person that was raised here, that went to high school here, because I always say you're different. If you went to high school here, you have a different mentality.
100%.
We don't care, babes. I didn't see anything wrong in what he said.
He said,
and especially if you're somebody who understands and you watch that podcast and see how he actually said the conversation and how it led to that, you can see there was no maliciousness in it.
No maliciousness at
because of the way the dialogue happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But you know what it is? These people just want to do division.
Yeah.
Well, I did like that way I look at it is just division. I think, and as well, yeah, there's, you know, like now with other cultures and whatnot, there's a lot of banter. Like our banter has died out. We can't even have banter no more. Allah hadin wa has, Allah ba'ay, Allah what? It's like, what do you mean, brother? It's like we're scared to become Somali. And I don't care that's to snow. Is that bad to show like, yo, I'm Habarsha, I'm this, I'm that? And even the way he even said it, I don't even think he even knew. Like,
no, do you know? It's the way it came. He didn't even mean it like that, because it was like, oh, I spoke to her mum. Her grandma was very happy that she finally has a Somali friend. Exactly. And then he goes, oh my God, we're actually neighboring families. Yeah. And now I'm this and I'm that. That's literally how it was. And he also did a disclaimer by saying, don't think that I'm, tribalistic or nothing. I'm just saying it. But no, everything... Everyone's just want numbers, babes. I always say people that are invested in their life, their goals, where they're going, we ain't got time for this.
Do you know what I mean?
We ain't nobody got time. We're chasing the papers. What was the quota we're in quota 2?
Yeah, wallah, that's the most one.
Let's not even give that any light. I want to go back to working as a real estate agent in Dubai. So let's say you've inspired the next generation to move out to Dubai to chase their dreams and sell houses. How feasible is it to do that?
Save money. You need a lot of money.
Yeah, trust me.
Now, how feasible is that?
No, but she said it. The way she said it, she explained it calmly, which is like, I'm not gonna lie to you. At the beginning, it's just
it's
like
hard. It's a struggle.
How long does it take to get that first deal?
Well, it all depends.
Do you know what it is? Okay, I went there. One thing I would say is, as parents, if your child wants to go into real estate, the reason why Achanebis are doing so well is because obviously when I went in real estate, there's all different age groups, right? But what inspired me mostly when I went there is seeing 19-year-olds out there, taking a gamble within themselves. But guess what? They came with savings.
Yep.
So everyone that comes there, especially when you're commission based and you want to go into real estate, you have to come into Dubai with at least 6 months worth of money to spend on. Once you get your ID, you at least need another, say, up to £9,000 for your deposit, your rent, all of the charges, just so that you can actually have a permanent place. Yeah. So you need at least a good, say, 20k in your account before you move, so that you're not stressed and you can just concentrate on that job and just trying to get your first deal. But once you get your first deal, you're laughing, because that deal can pay your rent for like 6 months.
Okay.
So the money you can make, like, it's life changing. If you, by Allah's will, if everything aligns for you, you can be a millionaire within a year, 2 years, easily. Because the commission you're making is, you're making a deal, you're walking with 40k. 50k, depending on obviously how much the value of the property is. That's if you're in sales.
Yeah.
So
there's no taxes on it.
There's no tax.
So then you see now, when you come back from Dubai to the UK with your money from Dubai, do they tax that as well? No.
No, do you know what it is? It matters if you're a tax resident in the UK.
Okay, so what it is if you come in I think if you stay in the UK, if I'm not wrong, more than 180, 194, then you pay tax.
Okay,
but if you're out of here more times, then you don't.
Not only that, you have to also stay in the country that you've moved to for at least 2 years for the money that you've made in that country not to be taxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're on me now for New York. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, cool. Because the New York one in America, these men they live on tax.
Yeah, they love it.
That's it. But I'm not gonna lie though, if you went over there, real estate over there, Allah will you will love it.
Do you know what? So funny enough, before I decided Dubai, I was saying to my husband, I'm going to move to Atlanta.
Why?
Yeah.
Or it was between Atlanta and Dubai. So I already made my mind that I was going to relocate. It just happened that Dubai pulled up. But I very much still very much open. And the way I'm branding how I want to do real estate, I want to more be a real estate that does internationally. So currently, even though I'm doing Dubai properties, I've actually sold my first Kenya property as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to start around the UAE and then probably navigate to stateside as well, inshallah.
Somalia, there's big money there.
And Somalia, of course, babe, especially now we've got oil.
Yeah,
I've already started speaking to my contacts there.
They said local in Galmudug.
I'm telling you.
There's a lot, wallahi. There's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna me right now, Galmudug, you're laughing. I got bare bosses.
Yeah, you see with me, alhamdulillah, I haven't needed
But
to do that because my dad did all of that for us. So we're one of those kids that my dad did good financial. So like, because he was an entrepreneur from a big business family, like, you know, my mum's got, I remember my mum, she was G'd up. She told my dad, listen, back home, because there were obviously the two different Qabils, yeah. And everyone, because they lived in Hamara at that point, she was like, listen, I want a house that's just like the White House. You better build it for me. Do you know my dad built her a house that's like the White House?
Where?
In Wardigle.
15
bedroom house, yeah.
15-bedroom
house that had a pool, and then as the house was done, literally I've got the footage of it, it's still there. Had the apparently last time my brother went and he checked how much it's on about $1 million.
Come on, mashallah.
Yeah, Wardigle.
Well, there's a lot. Somali people think there's no money.
There's
Wallahi,
land.
there's so much money.
I know what's that, babes. I'm telling you.
Me, I don't play. Let's go to Warega, man. You lot don't know nothing about the world, man. And that's
listen, the
me.
thing is, people don't know how to. Funny enough, one of my sons, honestly, he was like, Hoyo. I said, what? He goes, you know what? I've got my end girl. So what are you doing? He goes, I've started putting money down. I'm going to buy equipment. I'm going to start... Anyway, I won't tell his idea, but something to do with back home.
Come on, mashallah.
I was like, God, I said, do that.
Well, tell me if you need any help, let me know. Because me, I got bare business in Somalia. And Somalia.
Nice.
I got like car wash there. I got a few other bits and bobs. I don't like telling people too much.
Exactly.
You know, it's just they start
like my brother's got one of the most interesting businesses. Him and my dad deal in aquarium fish. So they fish specialists, you know, aquarium fish, and they ship to like LA, Brazil, all of that. From Badena.
They send fish over.
Specialist fish. So these fish cost like £2,000.
Koi fish and what?
Yeah, like blue fish, like all these different,
Just to make it look nice in the aquarium.
The aquarium. And people like purchase it from all over the world.
I can't lie to you, there's money in this world. You just have to go out and get it.
Yeah,
listen, if my daughter could sell rubber bands in the park.
I make
and £60 in 2 days.
No, but you know what makes it even more amazing is that you're a Somali woman and also you're a woman and Muslim, and you're able to do this all. Like, I don't really see that in our culture.
Got kids and everything. It's not responsibility.
And I hope a lot of women are inspired by you.
No, you know what? Alhamdulillah, a lot of girls are inspired, and they do message me, and they're like, "Oh my God, honey, because I've watched you, I got my degree. Because I watched you, I've started a business." So I always get my flowers from them. That's one thing I have to say about Somali sisters. They always give their flowers.
And I'll be honest with you lot as well. Birdie, he's the biggest fan. He loves you. Wallahi, this is all to do with Birdie. I'm telling you.
He didn't know me before this, guys.
It's not my. You know what it is? I'm not really in the Somali. I'm learning now.
He's lying, man. I've been outside with Hamza. Better Somalis know Hamza.
No, there's
Hamza's
difference.
famous.
They know
There's a difference.
There's difference.
You know,
knowing me was soccer.
Hamza, it's like me as well. Like me, Somalis know me through social media, but outside of social media, I never used to hang around with Somalis. Like when I grew up in the UK, I grew up with Caribbeans.
Yeah, there wasn't
like my best friends are Caribbeans, Adan. So because now I'm in social media because someone, and then I decided to open a shisha lounge, Ruby.
Oh, mashallah.
Oh, your Ruby's in Halsden.
So Ruby was mine.
In Halsden.
Yeah, in Park Royal, Ruby Lounge.
You caused a lot of marriages.
Listen. No, so I used to own a big shisha lounge, Ruby Lounge in Park Royal.
Wallah, I think I can't lie. You know, Wallah, honestly, I really underestimated you. Like what it was, mashallah, wallah, Allah
yeah. Man. So what was this going? This conversation
about the Ruby.
No, but before that, why did I mention Ruby?
You're not in the Somali culture.
Yeah, so as soon as I opened Ruby, that's when I started to be around my people face to face. Before it was but then when I got there, I was okay. Well, actually, we're okay. And then, funny enough, listen, Ruby didn't cause marriages. We met dad badan baa isku guursaday.
Yeah,
but I learned dad badan baa isku guursaday, and I've learned so much about how Somali girls move in Ruby.
In what sense? Oh, God, I want to talk about this.
You want to talk about this? So
girls,
he loves this.
This one is the worst. So
what it is, girls would come there like 6 deep, and I used to sit there. I'm thinking, Hablo, ain't nobody gonna talk to you in Ruby when there's 6 of you. Come on your J. Jones or 2. That's it. You're gonna intimidate these guys, yeah. And the girls will sit there, oh, Ragmachugan, Mesh, or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. Do you know the amount of Somali brothers that you guys have missed that I've sat with, but because they didn't look the type that you think, you thought they didn't have money. I've sat with Inamo that are investment bankers in New York, in Ruby. I've sat with doctors, lawyers, pilots in Ruby. There's not a lot of good Somali men. I was like, babes, I said, go and shoot your shot. But how are you supposed to meet people if you're not going to talk? Why are you shy?
Do you know what it is? They want a
just
finished
conversate.
product.
Hey, walalo. You know, what akfadi that? It doesn't mean walalo timas la slahadliya.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like both of my husbands, I pulled my husbands. I'm sorry.
So you shot the shot?
Of course I did.
See, they're scared about
girls.
you girls.
I did
Why
that.
Listen. Like, now I'll give you
I remember my first husband. I was on the 18 bus. I remember I was still in school uniform as well. I said, excuse me, you're hot, you know. And literally that was it. My current husband, he wasn't even, he came out of a long-term relationship. We were literally working together because I used to do a lot of events for like Angel and up and coming artists. It's another story for another time. So I used to be involved in the industry, UK industry. So he was a videographer as well at that time, because he did filmmaking. And then we hired him, and then because a friend of mine, Aaron Roachman, who's on he does
Link
documentaries.
Up TV and whatnot.
Yeah, Aaron. So I used to manage Aaron. So I used to manage Aaron.
He used to work at my school.
Yeah. So I used to manage Aaron because I used to be an artist manager before. So him and Aaron did a movie together. So they were friends. So he was like, oh, I need management as well, because he was trying to pursue acting. And then Isagana, I pulled him. I said, what are you saying?
Text a videographer, I could picture us
So
together.
what are you saying? And I remember my business partner at that point saying, honey, business is business.
Pleasure's pleasure.
Pleasure's pleasure. Don't please ally. And I was like, girl, bye.
Fair enough.
But do you think that's one thing as well that I realized Somali girls don't want to shoot their shot. They don't, and they find shooting their shot as a heb.
No,
like it's like what do you mean shooting? You just have a convo.
It's a conversation.
That's all. Like, I don't even.
Right.
The shooting the shot maybe is a bit like, I'll never chat to a guy. Okay, cool. Then no one's gonna chat to you.
Yeah.
Because that is like, it's not a thing.
Nah, but it's not just them though. I think a lot of women take the passive approach where if he wants me, he'll come and get me.
Nah, man, it's this whole new era of Clarke, Lululemon, Belaya, Ifrat. Yeah, that they think there's something. Yeah, like just because you look good doesn't mean that you deserve the world. Yeah.
Oh, ladies, looks don't hold.
Looks don't hold nothing about it. Sooner or later, we're gonna get older, but I'm gonna wake up in the morning. You're gonna look bloody different. That is the truth. Like, especially now, there's no more. Like, I remember when I was young, natural was the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's why I used to like Somali girls, because I think, oh my days, they're naturally beautiful.
Yeah.
We're still naturally beautiful.
I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying now we wear the weave, we wear the wear, the makeup.
There's nothing wrong with the weave. At least tin one has an underneath or hair.
That's not a problem. But I can't remember him before. Back in the days when I was in school, you like that because they're doing this and they're doing that, they're doing this. That makes sense. I don't even know what my whole point of this was. You know, I lost all count of thought.
As in. I was trying to go back to it, but you've lost me now as well.
You know what it is, yeah. I don't even.
Oh, you're talking about this is the new generation about how.
But yeah, exactly. So that's now you've brought back to me, which is basically saying they don't have anything valuable that comes to the table apart from maybe looks or apart.
Oh
from
my God, what do you bring to the table?
No, I'm just saying, not in a sense.
But then also you have to understand, there's a lot of Somali girls that are educated, that are
correct,
whatever, and then there's lack of Somali men that they can on the same level. Like Idinku, you've. So I remember, and this goes down to some brother hit me up. And he was one of these investment bankers. And he was like, oh, honey, let's do speed dating, right? I said, okay, fine, I'll do speed dating with you to try and get young, basically professionals together, right? And then I said, okay, fine, I'm going to get their CVs, whatever. So at least like, if we're going to bring a group of people together, let them at least be compatible and on the same level. Hablihi were happy. While they send me their pictures, their CVs. When it come to the guys, why do we need to send our CVs?
I think that's because that's because the egoistic.
Yeah,
it has to be.
I'm like, so now I'm not gonna bring my girls to people that I haven't, you know.
It's no point.
I said no. I said cancel it. I don't need another.
No, but at the same time, as a Somali guy, if I'm popping, I ain't gonna go to no speed.
What do you mean?
So what's popping though? What can you define popping?
What's popping?
Listen, like when you're
because you got a bit of clout.
You got clout. You got a bit of success. You're doing well in your career. Somali girls will find you. You ain't gonna go speed dating.
No, why not?
I got
that. Everything you said.
But I agree with you saying. Yeah. As in, like, generally, Somali girls are doing better than Somali guys. Yeah. So when you're a successful Somali guy,
so you're thinking, okay, now I've got plenty to pick from.
The floodgates open for you. I promise you.
I just have to say my credentials.
No,
I think that's
because
bullshit,
there's not a lot of other good guys around.
I'm pick of the
Yeah, you do. Yeah. That's the truth.
I disagree with you so much with that, man. I don't believe that, because I believe now I'm at a stage where, like, but I can't find a wife. I'm not saying it that manager whether I try or whatnot. It's not. It's just that I just haven't found something compatible.
You're compatible with.
So it's not about that. It's not that. And I know my value. I'm not saying that I'm this, I'm that, I know my value. So I'm looking for someone to understand each other. But I keep hitting
but
roads.
That's not saying you don't have options. You saying you ain't got options.
I don't know. I need to deny or not. I don't want to get into trouble.
No. But if you wanted to, could you have?
You have more options.
I don't agree with that. I don't think I have more options, because they're not options. If they were options, I would have married them.
No. But
does that make sense? What I'm saying?
No.
Like, if the person was an option, you would marry them.
You have more to pick from than a girl who's a professional to look and say, okay, Kasana, I can literally.
No, as in you've got options to get
no,
to
but
know
the
people.
the professionalism and all of this stuff, more that at the end of the day.
But then also, I know guys that are professionals, and they're like, I don't want a professional girl.
That's what I was going to say now. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, they want a mother.
No, but
a lot of men think like that. Wallahi, a lot of men think like that.
What do you think?
With that same question?
Yeah.
Do you know what? And I always advise one of my male friends, I'm like, okay, you want that, but Hadoto, is she going to understand your grind? Because what happens is, when you have a woman that's a full-time mother, right? Guruge fadida, I think
100%.
She's in your
Where
business.
are you? Where are you going? Hage batakte, you're late. What lunch did you go to? What meeting is this? Whatever. But you see, Hada, when a woman is on her career, on her path, you appreciate that time you are together. So she don't care, because she's hustling, you're hustling, and she appreciates that time you have together.
Should I tell you the solution for that? You marry one which is about 25 rafad. That's so much.
Oh my!
You see that 95 rafad? I hate working. Market so marto. It's all after. She'll be like, Alhamdulillah, you've kept me in the house. I'm not even gonna give you a headache.
No, but then with that thing is, okay. You see, Hadana, I know that, and this is why I'm an advocate for women working and having their career. It's because of Hada Manta. Even as men, you should want your women to work, because Manta, forget you leaving her for a younger girl or anything. There's illness, there's death, there's whatever. That woman has to be able to financially be secure for herself and your kids. Do you get what I mean? Because Manta, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And you don't want your child to downgrade on the lifestyle that they have because of finances. You know, as a man, you should be comfortable. Manta, if anything happens, I know my wife is educated and she can financially support my kids to give them that life that we were given together. My children, like Manta, if God forbid anything happens to me, the car doesn't need to go, the house doesn't need to go, you know, nothing needs to go. She can actually handle.
I completely understand that, but from the perspective I'm seeing is, if we're both working full time, unless we, alhamdulillah, nowadays we got remote jobs where somebody can stay at home. Stay at home and do.
Or you can do different shifts and
But back in the days, if we didn't have that option, who's raising our kids if we're both working 9 to 5s?
Bro,
Do you know what I'm saying?
no,
you can
but
do it,
there is.
though.
I've got friends that had nannies stay at the house. They had au pairs stay at the house. Where there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way.
No, but I'm saying, like, I would want at least one of us to be the primary carer for our kids.
Why?
I don't want a Dan lady raising my Somali
It's
kids.
not about raising your kids though. Like now, for instance, now I know the way it works. It would be until that's when it gets a little bit more easy because now you know. Okay, cool. 9 to 5. That's what we normally work.
Yeah.
Anyways, 9 to 5. The school kitchen, right? You might get your auntie to go
Or put
pick
them
her
in
up for
a breakfast club or after school club. There's ways
I remember like
around
my
it.
mom and dad. They used to put me in breakfast.
Breakfast
My mom
club,
and dad,
yeah. My
they
kids
used to work.
do it, yeah.
I used to go like 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, yeah.
7 o'clock. I take
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
get
born Ginchire, yeah.
breakfast,
Everything there.
full. So there is ways. I think we're just so culturalized to just like we don't want. You have to work with what you have. It's nothing ayab as well.
Yeah.
It's nothing like at the end of the day. All right, cool. We're in this country. We don't speak the language. All right, cool. وحبرتها عروتي دبرها. Then أنا قاعد ترتيب. Like now before it was عير. ولا سكفر عير لهلا. The عير said, yo, we need to help her up.
16 hours minimum.
16 hours minimum. على كده بالسعودية.
16 hours minimum.
So now my mom's after that time when it was the 16 hours or whatnot, bro, she don't care about 16. عفرت الساعة لحد ساعة. She's on it. She knows she wants it.
And she's healthy, I bet you. Active.
What? Active. ترتيب to da. So let me take you. She goes, no.
Because they enjoy it, because they're meeting new people. People don't understand with work. Obviously, all of you guys, we all work. It's being at home. That's why a lot of these people are depressed.
Yep.
There's mental health issues because working, you're talking to other people. You know, you're learning from other people. It's healthy.
Yeah. It keeps you active.
It keeps you active.
I understand that completely, but there's ways around it in terms of like you could have like an online business at home, for
exactly,
example, or things like that. I'm not saying just be a bum at home.
Yeah,
but I think at least one of us should be prioritizing our kids, and one of us should be.
هذا العكس بحياة business أخرى. Yeah, she'll be happy to work from home. Yeah,
like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's a compromise.
Yeah, definitely. But that's conversations you two need to have before you get married. Yeah, and say this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna do. Like honestly, I always say 21 questions is with the.
That's what I'm at.
You guys have heard all my dilemmas back in the day. There's people that have crazy lifestyles as well that you guys all know about. So 21 Swedia.
Yep.
And then get married after.
This is why this is why I've recently, that's what some people come down when they tell me, oh, get onto the AbtiPodcast for talking or whatnot. So recently I said that I wouldn't go out on a date unless she takes me out on a date. The reason why I said this was I don't need to go on a date.
I heard this from another person, another guy. You're not the first person I heard that.
No, but the reason why I say this is now I believe that I don't need to see you to know. Like for the beginning stage of getting to know you, I'm gonna give you all the huddle that I need to give you to understand, are we compatible?
Yeah.
Is this even gonna work? Before I need to see you. Why do I need to get Demby to see you or do anything or however it is? Why am I wasting time? Time is money.
Straight up.
So why am I going to now sit down in a date for 1 hour to realize, oh shit, this ain't the person I need?
Yeah.
But the problem was the females now, they would say, no, you have to take me out on a date to even be able to even know if I'm compatible or not. And I look at that, what? I don't need to waste my time or money or energy. I can know on the phone call.
Yeah, just have a phone conversation. What's wrong with that? I haven't heard that one before.
And they don't want that. They're telling me, I won't take you serious. I deem you as unserious.
So let's
wheel it back. Hey,
So you're saying that they don't want the phone conversation. So you meet a girl now, right?
No, they're saying they're not going to take me serious.
Until you go on a date.
Go on, Halda.
Now you guys are going to stay single forever.
So am I wrong to say that? Say, okay, cool. So if you want me to waste my time, at least it can be, bruv.
No, it's fine.
Take me to a coffee date if you want to take me to.
But the funny thing is that this is why girls, you should be smart. And sometimes when a guy says to you, when only certain men will